Good evening, ladies and gents. Njabulo and Nsibande here. If you can see my screen and hear my voice, do raise your hand on the app so that we can know that we're in business. Um, Not seeing hands. Okay. No, we're in business. Evening, ladies and gents. Njabulo and Nsibande here. On today's uh, episode, I suppose, of the Follow the Trader. Simon will be a bit late. He's still stuck in traffic. He'll join us a little bit later. So yeah, it's 31st of March, 2021. Yeah, market looking good. Just a quick reminder: you can't lose more than what you start with. This just not it's not a legal issue, just a fact. Join the Thick Markets webinar every details here every Monday, and let's go back into these some charts. So some new trades haven't been stopped on any trade since last week. So new trade I took was APSA. Um, APSA broke from this lower box into this higher one, and I missed I missed the entry on this close here, and so I put a sneaky order in, put a limit order on the 3% break level, and the market came back to um, to take me in. So yeah, my stop around that just below that swing low there, around 116.95. So if the stock breaks above that 135 level, I'll then subsequently add into my position. So that's looking good. Next, new trade. You'd remember I got stopped on the XDiv day last week. This was that move, and when the market came back to break and was entered just before the close on that candle there. So far looking good. Holding that 50. Let me remove that. Hold trading up around that 50-day exponential moving average, and we had a so yeah, so far so good. So if it breaks through that level there, 304, if it closes above 304, I'll then add into this position again. Next is Aspen. So Aspen's still looking good. So came back into a low box, but my stop has not been touched off as yet. So still that's pretty nice. It came bitterly close to stopping me out, but turned. It looks like it's turning to the upside. Nice bullish engulfing candle there. So waiting for a breakthrough and a close above that 154 level, in which case I'll add into the position and put my stop just below that, around that 138 level, as I add into this position. Um, Capitec has been looking quite nice, quite lekker. Finally, properly broke through that bullish flag pattern there. Broke through. We had a strong day on Friday in the market. Properly broke through on Friday, and subsequently has been moving quite nicely higher. Ordinarily, this would have been a nice entry, but I'm already in a losing position on Capitec, so I don't add into losing positions. So I'm going to trail my stop to that level there as we break through, as we close above 1485, and depending on the risk that's on the trade, I'll then add into the position. If my risk on the trade as we move there is below 2%, I'll add that difference if I can. Next is Coronation. Coronation, actually amongst my favorites. So today we're getting a close on the monthly charts. If you look at this monthly chart, that's a nice breakout there. That's a really nice breakout on Coronation, and this is a monthly chart. So it could easily probably target that level, but I don't exit on targets. I only exit on stops. I'll be trailing my stop behind me. So that 74 and some change level looks quite like as a target if you take profit at target. Let's jump back into the daily charts. Discovery looking nice, coming back to test the support of the 132, 154 box. Not violating it at all so far. So that's some good signs. Waiting for a break above that 154 level. Once we close above that 154 level, I'll then add into this position and put my stop around that 129 level. And again, once we break through that 158 and some change level, I'll add into this position and then trail my stop. Not depending on how the market looks like at the time, I'll then trail my stop accordingly. Still looking nice, looking very nice. As you can see, that nice bullish engulfing candle as we are making a low there. Important to note that it's a higher low. So waiting for that breakthrough, that 121 level, in which case I'll add uh, uh, um, into the position. If you look at the monthly chart, also looking quite nice. Also looking quite nice. Once we break through that level there, that's rather an important level. If I stretch back, that's an important level that was support, then turned resistance. So if we break through above that 122, if we get a nice close above 122, I'll look into adding into this position. So the monthly charts, I've been looking at a few monthly charts just before we started the webinar. Monthly charts are looking quite lekker. Monthly charts are looking quite lekker. This bull market looks pretty healthy at the minute. So for Shini, looking quite lekker. But I still have this problem here. My 30-week exponential moving average is still below, but once they cross, I'll then add into this position. But I'm looking to trail my stop to probably below those lows there. Just waiting on to see what the market is doing over the next few weeks or over the next few days. If we get a nice high again on the daily chart, I'll probably pull my stop to that level there and perhaps just wait for the 50-day exponential moving average because I'm not in a hurry to cross above that level, and then I'll trail my stop accordingly to that level there. Next is Glencoe. So I adjusted my stop for dividend, and then it wasn't touched off. So the stock is coming back nicely, testing that breaking and testing that 58 Rand support. So, and once we break that, what is it? 64 Rand level, I'll then add into the position and throw my stop accordingly. But looks very nice. Break above that 50-day exponential moving average, also looking quite strong there. Mbala also looking quite good. Paid a dividend last week. So yeah, I'm waiting for breakthrough that 269-ish level. I'll then add into this position. So on this trade, I'm well ahead. I've received some dividend. I've also my stop loss have secured about 3% of my of my capital at the moment. So the worst that could happen here is I make 3%, but the best that could happen is that I make a whole lot more. And also looking at that weekly chart, looking very, very nice, and I'm liking it above the 328 level. So once above the 328, that's a very, very nice level, and an even better above the 366, which would be an all-time high on the stock. So not very, very far, but still a bit of legs to get to those levels there. Not in a hurry, of course. Another new trade that I took was Kumba. Also, I got stopped on the dividend ex-div dividend adjusted move last week. And then I marked this level here. It was a nice resistance level that if we get a close above it, I will then jump back into this position. And if I do that, this candle here, we close above the 50-day exponential moving average as well. So yeah, so far so good, man. My stop is well out of traffic. Entered this trade earlier this morning. Monday looking quite good. Looking like it wants to retest that 50-day exponential moving average. So it broke above the new box, but it's coming back. Thinking to test that 50-day exponential moving average. So my stop is just below that 50-day exponential moving average. So yeah, if it breaks back and closes above that 396 level, I'll probably add into this trade and put my stop below that swing low, wherever it ends, if it doesn't stop me out. Next is Mr. Price. Mr. Price looking quite lekker, broke out into a higher box, coming back to retest support of the higher box, looking quite lekker. Also, the monthly charts looking like a thing of beauty as well. Similarly, it broke a very significant level this month. As you can see, it was a support level there. So looking quite good. So yeah, rather Mr. Price looking quite good also on the monthly chart. So if we have the win from the monthly chart at the back, you know, very few things can go wrong. But you know, even in the bull market, we're still mindful of risk because you know, market can do literally anything that it wants to do. So next is multi-choice. So I entered multi-choice there. Coming back, it broke above that 50-day exponential moving average. Busy testing it at the moment. It's been sideways for quite some time now. If we get a close above 134, I'll add into the position and throw my stop to that 121.80 level. And then when we break above that 140 level, I'll also accordingly add into the position and trail my stop. But so far, I'm just watching it go in a sideways market, hugging that 50-day exponential moving average, battling with it. And I'm not in a particular hurry to trail my stop either. Rather Northern looking quite good. I thought it was breaking, so I wanted to close above that 158 level, so it closed bang on it. So I want a new close higher, and this was the last high close, and I want to close higher. And the last time I closed above this level, other than that day, was that's an all-time close high. So once we get the close high, probably I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. If we get a higher close tomorrow, I'll then add into this trade. I'm liking Northern quite a bit. Pepco looking quite nice. Added in this position on the break above that level there. That was my initial entry. You know, stock looking trending quite healthy as well. And similarly, when you look at the monthly chart, boy, this thing looks nice. Um, Breaking significant levels there. If you bring back that was quite a significant support level, and we did break it quite nicely. this month and stayed above it. We did come back to test it even, and we stayed above it. We closed above it today on Pepco. And if you look at the monthly charts, it looks very, very nice. Nice breakout there. Quota looking nice. So we had a break, what seems like it was a false break, but came back to test that 50-day exponential moving average. Um, so I'm waiting for a breakthrough that 33.80 level. Perhaps if we can close around 34 Rand, I'll add into the position and trail my stop to the 31 Rand 47 level, somewhere around there. That's where I'll put my stop if we get a close above that, and then I'll add into the position on Quilter. Another stock I'm liking at the moment is Royal Bafokeng. It's just showing off, breaking higher. So we had a dividend yesterday. This is a dividend adjusted move. Yesterday it was not yesterday, rather the day before, on Monday I believe, was ex-div. So got about $100 worth of dividends there, and which I put it in my cash balance. So once we get a close above that 118 level, I'll add into this position and trail my stop to. Let me just delete that. I don't need that anymore. And trail my stop to that around that 103 level. So on Royal Bafokeng, I didn't adjust my stop for dividend because my stop was quite far. It was far enough for the dividend that was paid. I think it was about 5 Rand. And my stop was more than 5 rands away. So typically on ex-div, the stock drops by the dividend amount. So next is Rand Merchant. So Rand Merchant is struggling to break above that 50-day exponential moving average. Break came back to close below it today. Looks like it's having a tough time breaking about, staying above that 50-day exponential moving average. But I'm still holding it. My stop is fairly out of traffic. I'm waiting for a breakthrough that 333.90 level, in which case I'll add into the position and trail my stop accordingly. I'll probably put my stop around that 29 Rand level because of that heavy volatility there. If you look at those bars, they're quite long there. Next is SAPI. SAPI testing that 50-day exponential moving average quite nicely. I also need to be careful on SAPI because on Monday, I believe it's ex-div, Monday or Tuesday on SAPI. So I need to adjust my stop loss for the dividend amount, but I do suspect that my stop is far enough not to be tagged on that dividend move, but I'll probably, just to be safe, move it a tad bit lower, and then after the dividend is paid, and then readjust the stop. So on Citrix 40, we had just bring back those 15, 30, and 60. So we had a trigger on Citrix 40, and that was confirmation. And again, if you want email alerts on the laser system, just subscribe to the mailing list of the Village Trader. The website is back up, villagetrader.co.za, or I'll leave the link in the video description on YouTube, so you can sign up there for email alerts. I've also added the Spider S&P 500 ETF and the Russell 2000 ETF. So Nkosimpile, what levels? The support and resistance. So it's for example, so Nkosimpile is asking, what are those levels I keep referring to, and how do I get them? So it's just analyzing market structure. So I look for levels where market inversely reacted or negatively reacted to that price and turned away. For example, the 63 rand and 57 and 63 and 57 level. Um, that was the highest close, and then I look to see how many times that level was touched. If it was touched more than 3 times, it becomes then a resistance level. But if the price breaks above that level, it means there's more momentum on the upside. So these become significant levels on the market, significant price levels. And I hope that, I know it's a bit of but I hope that answers your question. So next is Shoprite. Entered on the break. Actually, initially entered on that bullish flag break there, and then I added into the position on that break there. And that was on the results. The Shoprite published some strong results recently. So I'm looking for a close above that 164 level, which will be top of the high box, to which um, and then I'll add into the position and probably put my stop around that 149.80 level as we break higher, or below those lows there. But to be safe, that 190, 149 level looks a better level to place a stop. Nsibande, another stock that's paid some dividends. I moved my stop away a little bit by the dividend amount. So yeah, it looks like it's holding this level of support. I wanted to break back above, back into this higher box of, let's see, 70 and 84 box. I wanted to break above that box, and I will add into the trade accordingly and trail my stop to around that 62.50 level. Transaction capital, stock I'm liking quite a bit. Entered on that break there as we broke into a higher box. And we did make a new all-time high on transaction capital. So I'm looking for a close above that all-time high to add into to close above that all-time high there to add into my position and trail my stop accordingly. So yeah, if I make this a line chart, you'll notice that my buying, my it's always I always buy a stock on a higher price than I previously did, and that's because I like adding to my winners. And similarly, man, if you look at the monthly chart on this, it's just looking very nice and healthy, a very nice healthy uptrend. Can probably draw a nice uptrend line there, looking quite good, and an even steeper trend line there. That looks quite good as well. So yeah, man. Next on the list is, let me jump back to my daily chart. Um, Next on the list is Woolies. Woolies looking quite good. So I entered on that break there, and that level seems to be respected quite a bit on Woolies there. So if it closes above this level here, above that above 60 rand, I'll add into the position. And again, if it closes above say 53 rand, I'll also add into the position. But when it closes above 60, I'll add and trail my stop to 46. And then if it closes above 53, I'll subsequently pull my stop into this box here, just below, into this box here, below that swing low, wherever that swing low ends up at, if we're getting a higher low in that regard. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So on the Spider ETF, I'm trading the the lazy system as well. We had a trigger here. If you're on the mailing list, you probably received that email. We had a trigger on, I believe it was on Friday. Yes, on Friday we got a trigger on Friday, which didn't confirm Monday and Tuesday, and it looks like it's confirming today. If we close, this candle closes around 10:30, 11 in the evening. If it closes above 396.20, I'll take the trade on my USD account. So I did open a USD account, funded it with $100 just to trade these two ETFs. So I'm also trading the Russell 2000 ETF. Yeah, not a trigger as yet. It looked like it was going to trigger today, but if we get a close above that 200-day, that 15-day exponential moving average, that would be a trigger, and then wait for the confirmation there. So yeah, any questions? Woolies. Let's pull that Woolies chart back up. Let's pull the Woolies chart. Okay, I'm actually liking Woolies quite a bit. I'm liking Woolies quite a bit. It's a trade that I'm in. If this thing can, there you go. So I entered Woolies as we broke into this higher box. So yeah, Woolies is looking quite lekker at 60 rand. Above 60 rand, I'll add into the trade and pull my stop to that 46.50, and then again when we close above that 52.23 level, I'll add into this position as well. Folks, feel free to pop the questions on the question feature on Zoom, and yeah, I have the chat up as well, so I'll be answering questions there. Any charts that if you have another chart that you want to look at, we can quickly have a squeeze at it. I am not seeing questions coming through. With that being the case, we can park it here. TFG, so the Fushini Group and MTN. Fushini, I'm liking Fushini a lot. I like Fushini a lot. It's a trade that I picked up on a bullish divergence back in early September-ish. I've been holding the stock, trading my stop loss behind me. Looking very, very good. The only thing that I'm waiting for on Fushini is for the 30-week exponential moving average to cross the 60-week exponential moving average, and then I will add into this position. Marlo, MTN. That was MTN. I'm actually looking at MTN is on my watch list. If you look at the weekly chart, 30-week exponential moving average has crossed the 60-week exponential moving average. So we have a nice resistance there. Perhaps I should reduce this box a little bit. Pull that one there. There. Put that one there. So let's do this. So this is 8670, call it 8670. A nice 3% break would be 8930. So 8930, somewhere above. Once we get a close above that level, yeah, I will definitely take this trade on MTN. I'm liking MTN quite a bit. April, thank you very much. Anonymous, I'm not too sure what billion is. Is billion like a BHP? I don't believe we have BHP here. I don't believe we have BHP. Say, I think this is the straight equity that they have here. Yeah, BHP looking good. I'm not 100%. Yeah, BHP looking good. BHP looking quite good. Not 100% sure why it got removed from my list. I had it before. Pretty sure I had it. But yeah, it's looking good. But it broke that trend line there. And it was a trade that I was in. I got stopped on the dividend. I think I got stopped on that break there. So I'm just waiting on the sidelines for now. But maybe once it break above that trend line there, I'll start to consider it. But I want it above that 490, 491.50 level. Any chart that you wish to look at? Um, yeah, but BHP does look quite nice. But I want it above that 491 level. Bidvest. Where is Bidvest? Where is Bidvest? There you go. Bidvest looking good to break into a higher box. However, I'll still be staying on the sidelines because the 30-week exponential moving average hasn't yet crossed the 60-week exponential moving average. But they quite close from crossing. Maybe if we get a close above that high close there on the weekly chart, these two would have crossed, and then in which case I'll take the position. But for now, I'm just watching, waiting on Bidvest to break higher, but looking quite lekker, I'm liking Bidvest quite a bit. And Goldfields. Goldfield, Goldfields, man. Let's first look at the gold chart. It doesn't look pretty. It does. This gold chart doesn't look pretty. If you look at the weekly chart, doesn't look pretty, but it seems to find some support around that 1685 level. Let's see how over the next few days or over the next few weeks how that 1685 level holds. But if it doesn't, we could see a further drop in gold to those levels there, which is around 1500 and some change. So gold miners are closely correlated to the gold price. If the gold price takes a hit, so are the gold miners. I got bit a lot as it looked like it was breaking into a higher box, but came back subsequently to stop me out. Still watching them, but for as long as the gold price is not moving quite in the right direction, I'll be staying out of the gold miners. So I don't believe we do have Baldwin properties. I don't think we have it on the CFD. Where is it? Yeah, we don't have Baldwin on the CFD. So this is just for the as you can see, there's no pricing on it, so we don't have Baldwin on the CFD. This is for the equities. They Think Market is launching the equities business relatively soon. So yeah, we don't have Baldwin, so I can't chart that. Marlo, you're very, very welcome. Ladies and gents, I'm not seeing any more questions coming in. I'll just give it a few more seconds. If no more questions are coming in, we can park it here. Faisal, you're welcome. Cool. Ladies and gents, we're gonna park it here. My last words is the bull market here. Okay, Balo World, last one coming in right before we close. Let's quickly have a step at Balo. Where is it? There you go. Balo looking nice. 30-week exponential moving average just recently crossed it. 60-week exponential moving average. But I'm waiting for a close above that close on the weekly there. The close above $100, and then I'll look to take the trade. But I want that close to be on the daily chart. So yeah, Balo World looking quite nice. Broke nicely with volume into a higher box. It did look like it was breaking into a higher box, but came back. I didn't buy on that break there because 30-week exponential moving average was still below, and this was clearly a good decision because subsequently the stock fell. Cool, ladies and gents, we're gonna park it here. It's a bull market. Thank you, Paulo. Have a great Easter. Have a great Easter, guys, as well. Have a great weekend. It's a bull market. Be respectful of risk. Make some money out there, and let's go back there. Thank you. Contact details. If you have any question, feel free to pop me an email or Simon an email. Njabulo at villagetrader.co.za, Simon at justonelab.co.za, and do follow me on Twitter at villagetraderza. And Simon is at SimonPB on Twitter. I'm also at villagetraderza on TradingView as well. That's where I do most of my charting at, and I publish some idea. So contact details for Think Markets, disclaimers. Ladies and gents, thank you for hanging with me. Have a great evening. Check you next week. Cheers, everyone.